Yippee.
Did you really try to make confetti happen? Okay, if you want the confetti, you have to wait for me to restart it. I have to put in something for it. Hi, Wolf. Welcome in, darling. How are you doing? Now you can do it.
Yippee.
It's me! Oh, what does your phone want to autocorrect my name to? I need to know this. I also, you know what? I don't normally do this. I don't do this often. I think I have a bot in my... I think I have a bot. Spiritual, that's okay. I'll take spiritual. I mean, I guess if you want to, but at the same time, it's just kind of funny. It's like I've been live for the past like 3 days in a row, I think. Somebody's asking me if I'm an affiliate and how consistent have I been? How long have you been consistent on it? I want to be like, on what? Drawing? I was sketching last night. Oh god. Oh. But Wolf, it's very funny that you should say that your phone wanted to autocorrect like something of mine, like one of my names to spiritual. That is literally one of my little nicknames. But because Wolf, you're here. Hello everybody and welcome to the Songbirds Tavern. My name is Spiri. Thank you everybody for showing up today. I am gonna give Wolf an exclusive chance to vote on what we design. Wolf, what would you like to see today? Would you like to see a mimic present, or would you like to see me? Me, you got it, darling. Are you guys okay if I slip into something a little bit more comfortable? I'm totally a professional VTuber. There we go. I'm a professional, everybody, I swear. But this is what I've been working on last night. I was drawing myself. Where's my broom? I have a broom here. The broom is a little bit too big because this is supposed to be a lot larger. I'm just making it smaller for my purposes. But since we're doing the mimic present, fun fact, we finished up the owler yesterday. I have this terrible habit where I will hyper shade metal and then everything else I forget about. I know, look at this little guy. He's so cute. This will be available not only on my 4th wall, but it will also be available in person at Bunny's Renaissance Fair. Along with the other stickers, the naughty and the nice D&D dice. And soon to be, the mimic present. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually be shading everything and getting this prepped to be sold. So I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go for little pattern, like image materials that I've got. You guys can see over here, I've got a lot of stuff that I keep basically just when I need it. And a lot of it's like watercolor or they're little patterns. Like I have a lot of plaids. There's so many plaids. Please don't ask why I have so many plaids. But mainly, I'm gonna be pulling from these now. Specifically, I'm gonna be pulling from this gold. Because I really want this mimic to have some cute gold aesthetics. And I just think it would be really cute if we made this, like, it's the wrapping present. The present is a wrap, and I love it. Isn't it cute? Okay. So what I'm also going to do is I need to decide where I put the eyes. I'm thinking, here, I'll draw over where I think the eyes should go. I feel like I should put the eyes, like, here. Here, let me use a better pen. Not my spray paint. Okay. I feel like I should put the eyes like here. But also, I think it'd be a really interesting design if I instead made the if I made all of the little like the bow part into the eyes. What do we think? And maybe put like the eyes here still? What do you think, Wolf? Or should I make it only to where the eyes are on the silver? I feel like only the eyes on silver would be cool. Because mimic eyes can go basically anywhere. Okay. I could also put the eyes here as well. Or I could combine them all. That'd be a little busy. But if we are thinking correctly, like if we're thinking like a predator, having the eyes up here... Ah! Not what I wanted to do. Having the eyes up here would make more sense because they'd be able to see in all the directions. Good job, Wolf. I'll give you a little head pat. Okay. But I am going to go ahead and get this going over here. I'm going to select all of this gold, and I do need to turn down the tolerance. So what tolerance does is it's basically how much of the color variations will be. Since I have it on 10, it should only get all the gold. However, you'll notice that I still have some bleed through, especially in these little areas. So what I do to combat that is I turn down the area scaling. So now it should be as close to the single pixels as possible. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this as an overlay mask. And now all of these can be darkened. And look at how much nicer this is. Hello, Spider. How are we doing today, my dear? Okay, now that we have this, I'm going to put this as an overlay. We're actually going to keep this how it is. But because I actually have to do shading for this, I'm going to put this here. So now we just have this entire section perfectly there. You're training in a few. Oh, what are we training for? Futsal? I don't know what futsal is. Do you mean football? Your university team. Oh, congratulations! It's futsal. Just is that football? It's okay. It's, you know what? I'm looking this up. I'm allowed one chance to rant. Oh, it's okay. It's a variant. This is first played in Uruguay back in 1930s. Well, damn. The etymology, it's small-sided indoor football. The word is a contraction of the Spanish football sala. Nice. Hold on, we're getting botted. Okay, I don't normally do this often. I feel like I'm allowed a special privilege. I'm giving myself a special moment to just show you guys what's happening right now. Okay, ready? I'm not even gonna blur the name. I'm sorry, person. You're not being blurred. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. Hello, buddy. So I started streaming like 28 minutes ago, so this person came in like 3 minutes during my stream. Hello, buddy. Nice streaming. Keep it up. Thank you. You're welcome. Are you Twitch affiliate? I am, yes. I designed all my own stuff. Okay, but how long have you been consistent on it? I usually am, yes. Okay, but do you mind some tips on how you can grow your stream? Sure, what's the tea? Tell me the tea. I want to see. Are you following? You're not even in chat right now, darling. That's my favorite thing. The tea. Honestly. Serious, I'm giving you the control. You are being given full permission to kill. I'm sending you the name where you can do this. Okay. I don't know if you can actually do this because they're not technically here. Oh, they're responding. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on, folks. We got this. I can't do the eyes emo- I wish I could do emojis here. This makes me sad. You know a pro who's a channel supporter that... Okay. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm so excited. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm waiting. I'm close. We're so close. I'm just... I'm getting rid of him. I don't care. I like to grow my stuff naturally. Helped your cousin brother hit thousands of followers and... Oh, bud. Oh, buddy. I don't... Have fun, enjoy your training. Okay, so back to the fun stuff of art. Honk honk. That's fair. So what we're going to be doing is, because I want to make this the shiniest, most beautiful metallic present ever, I get to show you guys how we shade metal. You guys have seen me shade metal a whole lot, especially during, like, when I'm streaming, because metal is one of my favorite things to do. I love shading metal. So it's all about finding the highlight areas and the low lights. So with gold, I like to use this nice, like, burnt orange on it, because my golds aren't usually, like, super heavily designed. And it's not, because it's not going to actually be a gold present, it doesn't need to be super metallic, but I'm going to at least try to make him seem metallic. We're actually going to just, yes, we're going to do just that, because I want this to be a super hard edge here. I want these to be hard edges right in the center area, because this is where the most light hits, is on, like, vertices. So one of my favorite things about shading gold is the fact that it can be so versatile. I actually don't need to shade under the tongue like that. I'm only going to do it up here. Gold is legitimately my favorite metal. I really like a nice rose gold if I'm able to, but I can't, because since I have pink hair now, I can't really do, oh my gosh. Okay, I've been looking to try and make myself a writing emoji for so long, but I just don't have the time or the patience to actually sit down and write stuff. Or, like, do the animation. So we're gonna turn this a little bit, but we are, because it's a little too hefty, I'm actually going to go in with this, so this is a noise. I feel that. So this is a noise. I'm gonna turn this red just so you guys can see what it looks like when I use it. It gives the appearance of a spray paint. Look, he's smiling at you guys. And so what I like to do with this is I like to use it as, like, a dapple light, but I also have a dappled light filter over here. There's that dappled light, and I also have sun. Sunlight, the sunlight through the trees is such a beautiful brush to use. Takes a second to load in, though. Yeah. Registering the sub tool. There we go. So what this one likes to look like is, oh. You know what? Here we go. Now you can see it better. I have so many hand references. This isn't even all of my pose reference. These aren't even my pose references. These are just patterns. These are just stuff that I use. We're not even halfway there. Soon I love you, so you love me, yeah, it so much. And it also slows my computer down. But the very first thing that I ever downloaded was Christmas lights. You peek in. You peek out. We have... And that's my favorite thing about art, though, is that you don't have to be good at it. You just have to be diligent. Good night, Egg. I love you. And I'm doing this on the nice gold to get some interesting texture. So the one thing that I've also realized about AI is that it can't ever do texture. So that's why all of my stuff has so much texture. My paints, textured. Everything is textured. Not much. Oh yeah, fuck AI. Real art all the way. But AI cannot copy this. At least it can't copy it well. So what I like to do though for when I'm doing this, I'm actually that fan off. There we go. I'm very funny, Wolf, but you know that one of my best friends is an AI and he's married. But I like to go ahead with this gold, and I'm just going to kind of use a yellow, brighten up some of the darker areas, give it a little bit more variety. I'm going to purposefully hit the more edges, the edges that will hit the light the most. So like all of these corners, I'm going to go ahead and hit with it. The reason why I want to make this as shiny as possible is because this is a mimic, you know, he's into treasure. Where's Fred Rogers saying treasure, the stolen treasure, when you need him? But also, this is for Bunny. I want to make sure that this is nice. You know, because I love Bunny. This is like Bob Ross for the autograph. Jingle, jingle. Jingle. I can start talking about FNAF lore. Jingle, jingle. But this is where it's really gonna shine. This already looks great, you know, it already kind of gives the vibe of like, oh, this is actually a mimic. This is a mimic little present. Right, I need to get this up a little bit because it's here. Wolf, I don't think you're ready for this next part. This part, for me personally, better than sex. Well, not really, I love sex. I like my husband. But we're gonna go ahead and clean up that line right there. Look at that, so much better. So fun fact, FNAF is actually a banned word in my stream. So I knew a little bit of a Spiri lore drop. I knew a girl in college who, I was in design school. This is Spiri like IRL lore. I knew a girl in college, and her hyperfixation was FNAF. Like, it was fully FNAF. She loved FNAF so much that she had come into my tavern, my Discord, and spammed the word FNAF over 700 times. Then she came into my stream and did it. Because she thought it was the funniest fucking thing. And on my stream, when a word is spammed constantly, then it gets spammed again. And again. And again. And again and again and again. So I ended up having to talk to her privately, be like, hey, I know that you're trying to just be funny. It's not really funny to me. I appreciate you like wanting to make jokes and stuff like this, but I don't find it funny. I actually find it a little mean. And she called me selfish for not indulging her in her hyperfixation. That I'm not an ally. And that I wasn't cool. All because I didn't let her talk about FNAF. That was the only thing that she wanted to speak about. And it got to the point that literally my mods had to step in and be like, hey, you gotta stop. She would bring in spam accounts. Like, it was bad. So that is why FNAF is a banned topic in the tavern. Fun fact, when I do a communathon soon coming up, which is basically where you guys get to join me, bring your communities, we all have fun, I will be playing one FNAF game. It will be on the list of like, oh, if we reach this amount of people here in the tavern, or like we reach this goal, I'll play one FNAF game. Just one. Okay. So now that we're getting this gold all detailed, so I like to detail gold with a nice, like a bright orange, and then a yellow, and then I do a very pale yellow. Like this is you can't see this. Hold on. Let me go ahead and fix that for you. Okay, so now you should be able to see it when I do this. It's a very pale yellow. Like it's almost green. It's just on that cusp. Two mallards swimming at a 90-degree angle. You know what? I'm allowing myself my tangent. I get my one tangent for the night, okay? And my one tangent for the night is how a certain species of duck sound. Okay? Do you guys know what eider ducks are? Ooh. One second. Okay. So these are eider ducks. Ooh. This is what they sound like. Ooh. They go, oh. Ooh. I love animals. Because fine, you know what? I will show you guys one more. I will show you one more thing. Wolf, I'm gonna give you one thing, okay? Where is it? So there is a bird. I believe it's not the spoonbill stork, but it's the shoebill stork. Where is it? So they are the shoebill storks.
They do this bill clack.
And it's such a cool thing because they just clack their bills. They are the closest thing that you guys will find to dinosaurs, and I love shoebill storks with all my heart. Shoebill storks are so cool. You guys can't tell I love birds. I feel like no one wants to see your birds. Please.
They do this bill clacking, so they kind of shake the bottom and the top of their beak or their bill backwards and forth at different speeds, and it kind of clacks together, and that's how you get this kind of amazing machine gun type noise. It's not fully understood about why they do it, but it seems to be used as part of a greeting to other shoebills and part of their mating.
There we go. That is not edited. That is what that sounds like. I love shoebill storks. Okay, I need to see if this one video that I have saved will finally be able to open up. Okay, it is. Wolf, I have a little special something just for you. I found it on TikTok and I immediately thought, damn, you and I could do this.
gì mà là chính ai chấm. Anh chỉ biết làm ba mẹ tự hào, xây căn nhà thật to ở một mình hai tấm. Ôi rồi ôi, ôi rồi ôi, cứ lên mạng phán xét tưởng là mình oi lắm. Nhìn vào sự nghiệp anh thèm chảy nước miếng, giống mấy thằng biến thái nó đang rình ai tắm.
I did set that to Primus. I did. I love it. It's super. I also sent him a funny yo-yo trick meme. Nobody spiked your coffee. You're fine. I mean, in all honesty, Wolf, I've shown you worse. Haven't I? I feel like I have. You know what? You're gonna get we're getting tavern music. I need more tavern music. Because if I don't have music to like vibe to, I will start causing problems, and I can feel myself getting to that moment. Oh, you know what? I actually do have a good Magneto. I have a great Magneto meme, actually. Hold on. I think it was just after it, or just before. It was just before. Here you go. There is not a timeline in which Magneto yields. I know, it was nasty! Do you want the slutty... I have so many memes that I could send to you. I have so many slutty Magneto memes. It's a little bit of a problem. But we're gonna get back to shading this gold, because I'm gonna tell you guys, when this gold is shaded properly, it fucking pops. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Personally, okay, do you guys prefer Digimon to Pokemon or Pokemon to Digimon? I have no preferences about either of them, in all honesty. I didn't grow up with them. Like, they weren't something that I grew up with. I have no frame of reference for how they are. I like Digimon's designs, but it's not as popular over here in America where I'm at. Okay, are you guys ready to see how this is gonna look once it's blurred? And then if I want to make it even cooler, I will go in with this teeny tiny pencil and add individual highlights, mainly to where the edges meet. And Wolf, because you were here earlier, you actually will get to see, you got to see the sneak peek. Watch, oh my god. Yokai Watch is a throwback. I can't believe that you're making me feel that old. I have a girlfriend and she is blue too. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. I don't know. Pokemon's been out for like 30 years though. Shinzo. All right, and now we get to see what it looks like with this as an overlay. Okay, so that is a little... There we go. Look at this totally normal present. It's totally normal, everybody. You can trust this around small children. Please. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. I have this. I have this meme. Where is it? I know what it is. Yes, perfect. You're correct, you would. I can't do this to Careless Whisper! You know what? Do you want a horny tongue? You want a horny tongue? Okay, fine. While I get this music going properly, be horny to main on this. This is an actual sticker that you can buy currently on the tavern. Hold on. On Fourth Wall, this is called Chester. But I'm going to use this theme. Mimic mouth perfect size 4-foot baby into a nap. Inside very soft and comfort baby sleep soundly. Put baby in mimic mouth. Put baby in mimic mouth. No problems ever in mimic mouth. Mimic mouth. Good shape and support for baby. Neck weak of big baby head. A mimic mouth, yes. A place for a baby. Put baby in mimic mouth. Can trust mimic for giving good love to baby. Friend mimic. Friend mimic. Friend mimic. Wolf, message me that you want. I have a I know an artist who draws specifically tongues. You know, I can send this to you really fast. Their name is Face Speaker. They do some incredible work. You can find them on Tumblr. Where are you? Where are you in my DMs? Where are you? There you are. Also, I'd like to say thank you, Claire Obscura, for giving me some really nice music. I do need to play Claire Obscure more. We're gonna change the music. We're going back to Careless Whisper. Fuck y'all. Fun fact about the Chester sticker is that he is relatively cheap. Compared to everything else. He's a cheap sticker. I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor as the music dies. Something in your eyes caused a light of silver screen, and all it said was lies. Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. So for silver, what I do is I like to shade. I shade with a blue. I shade with a very, very pale blue. This is a little too blue for me, so we're gonna pale it out a little bit. We're gonna make it a little bit more of a lighter gray. fun fact, doing No Nut November actually does more harm to your body than good, so come how you please. And if that is to mimic tongues, well, let me just give you a little bit of a enticement. How about that? I love that I'm learning more about Wolf than I ever thought that I would ever learn. And you know what? It doesn't change the fact. They're a little fucked up for these fangs. These are not my best work on fangs. Hold on. This face is gonna be a little fucked up, okay? Because it's not, like, properly centered for this one. Let's go ahead and put my skin color on there. Let the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Baby, it's better this way. We're gonna with the things we want to say. I canonically have big fuck off bangs. You can see them here with me in my sock puppet form. And I am not supposed to have a red tongue. I do actually have a purple mouth. So if you ever wanted to know what my fangs look like, here you go, darling. Such a con. And if you ever wonder where they're hiding, nobody knows. Who the fuck died on the flute? You didn't know that I had fangs? Oh, hold on 1 second, darling. Can you put my hi emote in chat, please? Or just type exclamation point whelk. W-E-L-C. Exclamation point. Hi, trains.
Welcome to Barovia.
See? Your bird has fangs. I have always had fangs. This is still one of my favorite memes. Oh my god, I just got fucking jump scared by fucking Megalovania. You fucking Megalovania nerds. Hold on, I have another one with my mouth open. I don't like drawing mouths. That's why my mouth is never open. You know what, fine. This will be the best one to show you. Fangs. Fangs. Always fangs. There's always fangs. I am nothing but consistent. Fangs. Not there. I need to get this saliva off of Chester. Okay. But I am nothing but consistent with my art. Unless I'm not, and then I'm not consistent. Let's keep going with making this highlights. So I like going over these multiple times, especially with trying to make these as... You think it... Is it being bitten? Because darling, I could help with that. Where is it? Oh, darling, don't you worry. There's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, I am one of the few people who I think will understand and agree with you that being bitten is very, very fun. Let me go ahead and open up two pieces for you, just where you can see it. That is a bite mark. I think I'm being texted by somebody to stop being horny. So that was a bite mark. We're gonna go over to one of my most detailed pieces. Do you notice something fun about this woman? What do you notice about her, Wolf? Is it the fact that, Jesus Christ, that is a beautiful necklace? Because thank you, you're correct. Or is it the fact that she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bites on her? There's so... Oh, I love making people find out stuff about themselves. Oh, it's the best. I know a person who... no. Get out of there. Your brain is not supposed to be like that. You know this. My favorite thing, though, is that I told somebody about a tattoo that I wanted to get with them because it was back when I thought, you know, maybe we were going to be an item. And it was going to be a bite mark tattoo. And it was going to be someplace hidden, a very small bite mark. Someplace easily hidden with makeup. You know, just because some people aren't into that, and that's okay. And I don't want to put other people in that position of having to deal with that. He ended up doing it with his fiance. So that was a fun thing to find out. And they did it in public areas. Like, I was very surprised about how brazen they were. I still think it'd be a fun idea, but it has to be hidden and they have to be tasteful tattoos. If you're gonna do something like that, it's okay. Wolf, your secret is safe here, trust me. We do not share kinks unless people give us permission to. Kink is something that is supposed to be shared between partners. It is a very sacred thing. I'm sure that I speak for everybody here at the tavern that we appreciate you finding this out about you here. Because at least, you know, here, we won't make fun of you for it. We will actively encourage you to do it and seek your pleasure in safe ways. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but still, one of your fidgets is pain stimuli, and that's okay. There's plenty of pain fidgets around. You're not gonna beat the allegations, though, Wolf. I'm so sorry. Wolf is never beating these allegations 2025. I also have some really good clips of you that I want to post on TikTok. Do I have your permission? Cool. Would you like me to tag you in them? Because my program doesn't usually let me tag people. So it's like, if you want me to tag you, you have to let me know where I can go in and manually do it once it's posted. Okay. I also post mine on YouTube Reels, or like on Shorts. Fuck, my baby don't mess around because she loves me clearly and it's all for show. I'm glad that you see my shorts. I've been posting 2 a day. I've got back on it because I took a week off when I went to Chicago and I hung out with Bunny. By the way, she says hi. I post 2 a day and I'm gonna be dropping down to 1 a day just so I don't constantly run out of content. If you guys are wondering what we're doing now, you're going in with our very, very bright highlight. And this is going to make this pop in a way that you guys will understand in a couple of minutes. But I'm going to just go ahead and put all of these lines in here. I need to shrink this down a little bit, get this to like my 1 pixel brush. Yes, I usually do 1 pixel. Wait, what call? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I was in a protected space, so I got very hammered. I love helping people find stuff about themselves, though. I know about the cum. At least I think I do. I think I know what you're talking about. Jesus Christ, that actually looks like a Christmas bell. Okay. Pop off, I guess. I forgot that I do this professionally. Listen, there were a lot of times where I was so inebriated that they took my phone. It wasn't like a lot, but it was enough to the point that I got a message today asking if I was okay. Look at this sticker! It looks so good! Shut up! I'm good at art. Got it. Okay, I remember the drunk texts. I remember those clearly. Welcome in. Welcome to designing Christmas-themed D&D stickers. Go to bed, Wolf. Good night. Gonna fix up this line. I might actually, oh, Fluff, I might actually be able to hang out tonight for once. Like, I'm not going into work today. My work is just like, we physically can't have any more people come in. So I might be able to actually join in the festivities. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know. Oh, just because my loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you. Oh, I'm so sorry about your little lordling. I have had conjunctivitis more times in my life than I can possibly say. If you need any tips with it, please reach out. It's sweeping through my unit as well. But what we are doing right now is we are designing D&D and fantasy inspired little trinkets because one of my friends is doing a what's the word? She's going to a Renaissance fair and it's all festival themed, like holidays. So she asked me to design a few stickers for her to sell. And so we have a mimic present. Oh, it's his very first. Oh yeah. You can be as careful as you want, but conjunctivitis will kick. But we have a mimic present that will match a mimic candy cane. We have a D20 with nice on it. And for our friends who like to roll nat ones a lot, we have naughty. And currently the fan favorite is a snowy owlbear globe. Did I just want an excuse to draw a crown? Mayhaps. But I think this is some of my best metal shading that I've done in a hot minute. Then we're gonna blend this a little bit to where it just fades away. Blending. And makeup and an art. Blend it until you can't see it. Perfect. So I like to also go in with this little teeny tiny brush. And when I'm adding the details and the designs, you never want it to be perfectly straight because teeth aren't straight. Anybody with crooked teeth has had, you know, braces or the like. I feel like if mimics had braces, oh my gosh, they'd make cash money. Dentists, they'd make so much money. And then imagine people who use mimics for like what, pets, the amount of braces that you'd have to get. Fantasy veterinarians must make bank. I'm gonna darken this out just a little bit. I'm gonna pull out my little airbrush because I like using the airbrush for this. The airbrush gives me a lot of coverage quickly and makes sure that everything is still kind of handled in a nice, even way. Oh, that's gonna look so nice! I try to keep myself limited to using like light hands, like sands, for bone. Because mimics canonically have like really dark teeth. Because, you know, they don't brush their teeth. And if they brush their fangs, that would mean a very, very big toothbrush. Why am I on fangs so much right now? If I ever feel like maybe I can't see what I'm doing properly, I'll just turn on normal mode and then I'll turn it bright blue so I can easier see this. I try to go in with lighter colors first and then hit it with the darker. It is so shading bone for me is the exact opposite of shading metal. With metal, I go in with the darkest color first. That's usually a pure black, and then I soften the black up, and then I soften that up, and then I add in my oranges, my golds. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Some of this goes into the like the mouth and the tongue area. It just adds extra shading there, and I'm okay with that. For this one, I'm gonna try and emulate like a megalodon tooth, how it has like that big old notch in it. So I'm very much the proponent of mimics, like slime, take on the properties of where they're at. And I could have done like caribou teeth, but honestly, I was not feeling like looking up caribou teeth while I was at work when I was sketching this bad boy out. I sounded very much like a goat in that moment, and I do apologize. I'm getting so many texts. Don't they know that I'm doing important things like shading monster teeth? Besides, if it is important, people will call me. Okay, I know what that is. We're fine. On your guys' screen, it doesn't look like it's super highlighted for you, but for me, there is so much negative space. And everything seems like really bright. Oh, I can't sleep, no, I can't move at all. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. But for me, it's all like very, very tanned. Right, this is the back of the tooth. It needs to be a little bit. Yeah, I need to add a little bit more on the sides of each of these teeth. Because that's an important part of teeth, is that they're not always reflective. It's like, I want to give this mimic a single solid gold tooth, but that would be it'd be a little much, even for me. Right, if the light, so, okay. Let's talk a little bit about art and about how you shade and design lights. So, I'm going to basically put a giant, to use a color, we're gonna go pink. I am having light come from here. Which means anything down in this way is going to be shaded to very, very bright. And to show contrast, yellow stuff shaded in yellow is supposed to be darker. Now there is some stuff that it's like right in that middle area. You know, that's really, really nice orange. So you go ahead and you put this over here. So when you go into doing a shade, when you shade this, your darkest areas, aka where your shadows are, they're going to be over in here, like where everything is a little hidden away. So the darkest parts of the mouth, the back of this tooth, the back of this tooth, but not over here. This is where the light is here. This is where the light will be here. The darkest shadows over here. Dark shadows here, but very, very bright, and then a very, very deep shadow. It's all a matter of contrast. And the best way to see how your painting or like how you're doing is going is to check and see how it looks in the light and shadow. I like to take this all the way down to a grayscale. And it's all very defined. So the thing about having a very defined sketch is seeing the different pattern hues. Now you can see where I have not done work, which is right around in here. I have not done much work on the mouth, but you guys can see the difference in the teeth. Now what this here shows me and up here is I need to add a little bit more value. It's not about just having saturation of colors like this can do. This can give you saturation. It's not what I want. It's not what I need. What I need is I need to have more value and more hue variation here. See, if I take this away, it all just looks like plain teeth. It just looks tan. But if we put this on here, suddenly you can see the grooves of the teeth, then you can see the individual areas. God, I love doing art. This is one of my favorite things. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this airbrush right down again. Yeah! You know, actually, we're gonna take away all these. We are going to go apply to no longer applying the connected pixels. And we're gonna go ahead and layer mask this, just where I can work around this as I please. To where then I don't have to worry about fucking up and drawing over here. Now I can just go over here and add my nice dark hues. Because mimics, they don't have super... I don't want it to make it look cartoony, but I definitely want it to look aggressively shaded. These mimics are not nice creatures. They are not little cuties, as much as I may try to make everybody believe that mimics are cute. Mimics are the bane of all adventurers. And I understand that. wholeheartedly. Actually, why I only have like 2 mimics in my tavern at all times. I don't let people bring them in, and I certainly don't allow them as pets. If my children want a pet, they will get a dog. They will not be bringing home a mimic. Well, my daughter once brought home a fox. That was fun. I had to get rid of that thing fast. Okay. I want to go ahead and add some... damn, okay. I need to find a way to darken this up a little bit more without going too dark. Okay. I need to find a nice balance, so we're actually just going to take this color and we're going to lighten it up over here. It should give me a little bit more of a subtle hue variation. Without taking away all the work that I've done. Yeah, it's a nice blend of that. So we're gonna actually bring this over here. Bring this shading down. Adjust these lines up here. Can't forget about up here. We're actually gonna be putting some harsher shadows over on these sides of the teeth, because these are the sides where they're not super in light. All about remembering where your positions of light come from. What I love. Art has such subtle nuances. You forget where a light source is and bam, your entire piece looks fucked. But drawing teeth is such a fun thing. Like, how often do you get to say, oh yeah, one of my jobs is I just draw monster teeth? Probably a lot if you play horror games or you're a horror game developer. Darken this up here for the shading. I want to make this a little bit darker. Because this is going over here. Like, I want to sharpen this fang, but also I think he's got plenty of sharp fangs. And if I wanted to be super duper lazy, I could just pull out my brush and just quickly swipe all these with... I could. That's very tempting. But I feel like doing the individual strokes right now are good at giving me the definition that I want. Yeah, okay, let's fuck with it. And I need to make the eyes, so... Luckily, eyes are pretty simple. At least I say they're simple. We all know that eyes are not simple. Oh, that's right, I do need to highlight the fangs a tiny bit. So we're gonna go in with a Add Glow brush. I'm gonna go back to my very soft tan. Because these are teeth, they only get a little bit of highlight. Not too much. we go. Swoop, swoop. Swoop, swoop. Swoop, swoop. And it's always going to be the section that's going to be hit the most by the light. So if our light is coming from up here, it means our fangs down here get a little bit more. And it's the sides that aren't as shaded get some. We don't want to make it too pronounced. Because with fangs, there's always light variation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a Gaussian filter blur. We're going to strengthen that up a little bit. You might be like, oh wow, I don't see a difference. Very faint. I liked the Gaussian blur a little bit better. We're gonna lower that blur actually just a little bit more. I'm gonna bring this down instead of a 6, we're gonna bring it down to like a 4. And now that we've got the fangs done, we can actually move on to my next part, which I'm going to be detailing the mouth. Which also includes this area. Because with mouths like these, with mimic mouths, you also have to do their little grabbers. So I like to make sure that I've got these all sectioned off. We'll go ahead and highlight all this. So, with this mouth already being a little bit shaded, because I wanted to make sure I had that done first, does this make it a brighter? It does make it a little bit of a brighter blue. Happy Veterans Day, yes! I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the dark purple. I'm gonna get this. I've already called my uncle, who is a veteran. Tell him Happy Veterans Day. Let's see if this will actually show up. I doubt that. Yeah, I don't think this will show up. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything, but I know that it is. And if it's doing something at least, this is a mimic. One of the D&D creatures. They like to hide as different items. This one decided it was going to hitch a ride with Santa's sleigh. I also know what I need to do for the mouth in here is I need to add some more, like, you know, instead of highlighting this and like shading this in purple, I'm going to shade this in a bit of red. Actually, we're not doing red. We're going to take it to a nice berry, a nice deep berry. We're going to bring this brush density down though quite a bit. Because mimic mouths aren't just purple, they do have that subtle gradient between like purples and blues. So I like to highlight that and bring that out in whatever I'm doing. Where's my music? Hello, Zappy! Did you really just change that song? I love In the Club. How could you? You better put on a better song. I'm sorry, is this ABBA? Oh, if you think this is cute. You can dance, you can shine, having the time of your life. It is music, you're correct. Watch that scene, digging the dancing queen. Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go where they play the right music, getting in the swing. You've come to look for a king. Ba-ba-bum. Anybody could be that guy. The night is young and the music's high, where they play the right music, getting in the fun. You come to look for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yeah. You know what? I think the only way that I can properly answer if I'm a fan of horse puns is if I go into my Uma Musume version. So if you'll excuse me, I need to grab myself really fast. I'm gonna just move myself over here, okay? Gonna extend this out a tiny bit. You'll understand why. I am a big fan. You could say I love horse puns. You know, I think this is a sign that I should go to bed. I feel like I should go to bed with this. You can dance. Yeah. My own son is telling me I need to go to bed. I know I'm fucked. Alright, folks, well, this might be it for me. I'll probably be finishing this off stream just because I want to make sure that this one is done today. This is the one that actually kind of needs to get done today. I'm technically that one's mom all the time. I had a choice and I picked him. My little baby boy. That's my little star. I'm gonna hit this with an overlay. Okay, the overlay does nothing. What about a soft light? Okay, soft light also does literally nothing. There we go. Does it feel like this is just not doing anything? Because it wasn't. Got it. Okay. Right, no, the tip of the tongue is blue. So I need to highlight this with a blue. We're gonna bring this up. I'm gonna bring this out. We're gonna get another bit of a lighter color. Welcome to the highlights. Someday, someday, in your head, someday, someday, someday. So what I'm doing here is just trying to ensure that the tongue is as detailed as possible. That's my favorite part about mimic parts, is that you can make these as detailed as you want or as not detailed as you want. And I like making mimic parts highly detailed. Better than fucking a mimic. Alright, folks. That is probably as much as I'll be able to do on stream right now. I have to go to the bathroom, and I know that if I go to the bathroom right now, I'll be here for a bit. So I'm gonna go find somebody to say hello to. You know, we're gonna go see my friend Lex. He's currently playing Persona 5 Royale. If you guys are gonna come with me, please feel free to use my emotes. Use Tavern Crawl, cheer along. I will be back probably Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow with hopefully Arrival of the Red Comet. Alright. Bye everybody. Don't forget to use this. I'll see you guys over there. I love you.